everybody. Welcome back to ejinchina. Okay, guys, today we have a very special episode. It's going to be entirely in English, so be very sweet to our Miss Evelyn, okay?
Right, I will keep my mouth shut.
The entire time, honey. So we interviewed 5 different people, all from different countries, about their perspectives and views on the new president of America and also about Trump's entire presidency. So let's go see the video, okay?
Let's go!
I'm from England.
Yeah, I come from Guinea in West Africa.
South Africa.
I'm from Shanghai.
I'm from Italy.
I consider myself as a Democrat, yeah.
Democrat. I don't really like to stick labels on it. I'd probably say I'm more of a Democrat, but I like to look at policies and vote that way rather than, assign myself to a party, you know what I mean?
Just more about equality, really. I would imagine that the world should be more equal and fair.
I'd be more supportive of more progressive policies, looking at equal rights, environmentalism, that kind of thing. And definitely less in favor of more policies that are more anti-immigration or anti-other,
We don't really have a Republican and a Democratic Party in South Africa. We got 2 main parties, which is similar to America, but we got the ANC and the DA. And the DA stands for the Democratic Alliance. But a lot of their policies, they don't really push their own policies. Their whole strategy towards election is don't vote for the ANC. So it's basically the same as what we just saw in America now. Biden won a lot of votes because people didn't want to vote for Trump. So what the DA's policy basically is, in my opinion, is that they highlight the negatives of the opposition party rather than pushing their own agenda. Yeah. No. I thought if you listen to the polls and stuff, yes. But I thought it was going to be a lot closer than everyone was predicting.
Actually, I thought Biden would have got more votes, actually. But I think he just won by 2.8, yeah. So I'm kind of surprised, but still quite a lot of people are voting for Trump.
I feel like a lot of Trump supporters are maybe too, I don't know if embarrassed is the right word, but too shy to say that they want to vote for Trump. I feel like the media caused that because you can't really be seen as a Trump supporter without being seen as being racist.
I mean, from what I'm reading on Biden, he's maybe not the most amazing person ever, but he's not Trump. Because honestly, I look at that man and I don't see how anybody could like anything about him. Everything about him, from his beliefs, his attitude, and he's just not a good person.
A lot of people, they were saying, he did good stuff, but I have no idea.
Yeah, I think he's a good leader. He did a lot of good things. When you look at the peace he made with the North Koreans, when you look at the peace he made in the Middle East, all those moves are very positive.
I think part of it is probably because America speaks English, so it's much easier for most countries to understand American politics because anyone can really watch it.
In politician worlds, everyone sounds so smart, and there's loads of words that people don't really understand, and Trump managed to explain it or express himself in an easier way. Part of him winning, I think he made politics in a way easier for everybody to understand.
It's just become a bit of a show, hasn't it? I know a lot of people that were watching the debates and playing drinking games along with it. So it's become a little bit more of entertainment.
How long is it? In the last months, on any social I've been, 75% of the posts were just about American politics. Even my Italian friends, my Chinese friends, they were all publishing stuff about Biden or Trump at their rallies.
Because it's arguably the most powerful nation in the world, and what happens in America has ripple effects everywhere.
In South Africa, there were a lot of right-wing people starting to get a little bit more proud, a little bit louder, because they believed Donald Trump was very right-wing, and if the leader of the free world can be so openly right-wing, then so can they.
One of the biggest fears, from our personal country right now, is with Brexit, is we're basically going to have to bow down to America, make lots of trade deals, and it's if we're having to deal with Trump, it's better to deal with someone like Biden. It's also you're going to see less of the effects of other countries.
Because I think America is the world leading economy. So if anything goes wrong, for sure, the whole world is going to be affected.
Russia tends to seem to keep kind of quiet. They do a little bit. They've done a little bit of stuff in Eastern Europe, like over the last few years, but I think it's because people don't see the effects directly on their own personal lives.
Not really.
Nope.
No, not really. Most people would probably just say like wide generalizations, yeah, not like one specific policy, probably not.
I mean, I guess build a wall to be in favor of gay marriage, but then he never actually was.
This build a wall policy. I would say with Biden does seem to really care about the Good Friday Agreement, which is something that is important to me because I don't want to see violence break out again.
Yeah, I do.
Not really in the bad way of saying it, not in the hate way of being racist, but more like it just doesn't like different people.
As a black person also, I think this year in US we have been experiencing many racial issues. So I didn't think he did well by handling that situation. The United States is a bit divided. Sometimes we feel affected.
Oh, I think he is. I'm the least racist person in the entire room, but the room is too dark, so I can't see the audience. But
he creates laws and systems to try and divide people and just oppose anything that would lead to better equality for all.
He accused Mexicans of being like rapists and thieves. That's the first one. The second one was that like protest in Charlottesville, where he said there's good people on both sides. Bearing in mind one of the sides were white supremacists, so I don't know if you can take too many positives from being a white supremacist.
He won his whole election campaign based on the idea of like, let's build a wall to keep the Mexicans out. He's always had policies which are like very anti-immigration, anti-other. The way he responded to the Black Lives Matter movement, the way he's separating children from their families in immigration camps and things like that. You're starting to see a trend towards a very racist president, and also the fact that he won't condemn the fascist organizations that support him as well. So he's definitely leaning in that direction.
I don't know. We'll have to see, I guess.
I don't think so. She need like a way to survive.
She needs that money, right? She needs that money, right?
I guess so, yeah.
She's holding on.
No, I don't think so. I think she will support him because of they have been together for a long time.
probably not, actually. I think if a girl decides to marry someone, it's probably not only because if he's president or not. Plus, she's gone through the worst bit already.
I could see it happening if stuff starts coming back on Trump now, because people have talked about like he's probably going to get indicted now because he broke so many laws while he was a president.
After watching this whole video, so how do you feel?
I feel like I thought that a lot of the interviewees really actually kind of understood, I think in a very broad perspective, American politics and things that Trump has done. A lot of what they had to say was quite correct. And I also thought that a lot of them had very negative opinions of Trump. So I just want to like ask you what your opinion of Trump is and what his presidency brought America.
Well, like personally speaking, as a person who doesn't know politics that much, I think like Trump is quite fun person, but like it's not a rule to be a president, right?
With how he presents himself to the public and what he says, because America is such a huge country and we are like the biggest superpower, the things that he says does affect other people. And so I think that when, like, for example, the man from New Guinea, he said that there's like a big racial divide in America. And I feel like actually there's a bigger divide throughout the whole world in that like a lot of people just hate this president and hate Trump. And it's like actually a lot of people feel through hating him, they have like a common connection. And I just think that that's really bad to have like a common connection through hate. Like, can't it be through love? Do you know what I mean though?
Well, he expressed politics in a way that most people understand.
Yes.
Like more like a social media way.
Yes.
So it's kind of fun. Like then he brought mainly like the whole world to watching this election, which is really like fascinating, isn't it?
It's like everyone wants to see what's going. It is like a show, and it's like everyone wants to see what's going to happen, and everyone wants to see what the future of America is. I also think like, for example, a lot of people are very worried and were worried if Trump was going to be elected again. And I also think that with Biden being elected again, it will more likely bring people together, not just like in America, of course, because there's like divide in America, but there's also like divide all across the world. And so in like a very big way, especially against Americans, and people actually, I feel like Trump's presidency has really shaped the way people view Americans in general. And me personally, I feel like I've also had that experience.
I would say like people view American like in a worse way
than ever before, especially in terms of politics and as like, and sort of like generalizing how we all think and view. And like people will say just like generally when we're on the streets and stuff, you know, people are racist, like Americans all racist and hate black people.
If we see like USC as a brand, and then Trump just ruined this brand.
Definitely, that's definitely correct. I think 100%. What I think was very apparent was that people have hope, and people shared all different perspectives about Trump and about Biden and about this election. And I think also this entire video just reflects that people from all over the world, from all different continents, all have an opinion about America. And so it's good to know that people are sort of united in a way, but then also at the same time they all hate America. So it's just great. I love that.
But instead of like our interviewees, if you have different opinions, please leave a comment.
Leave a comment.
And if you like our video, please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
And
thank you so much, and see you guys next time.
See you.
Bye bye.